Alright guys, so here we are, room 11723. Let's head on in. It's a boardwalk view balcony room. Excuse the mess, please. Brian and I have been staying in here for the week, and it's safe to say we're not the neatest combination. So first off, we're going to head into the bathroom. This is the light switch for that. And looking at this little panel here, this is the master switch, which basically means it turns on everything from lights to outlets and all that kind of stuff. And then meanwhile, two more here, one to turn on the main lighting in the cabin, and the other for just some other lights that go above the paintings over there that we will see in a minute. So, heading into the bathroom. Again, not the neatest, but here we are. Oh, hello. So, not the biggest. It's a little airplane bathroom-like, I guess. You got some good shelving, though. We haven't made use of all of it, but if you had more bathroom supplies, you would definitely want that. Here's the shower. It's got some interesting little doors here that slide open, kind of like some pod or something. Good place to hang your wet bathing suits there. An overall pretty good shower. I would say it is a little complicated here with one side to turn on the, or to change the heat, and the other side to change the water pressure. It would take a couple days to get used to, so be careful for that. Alright, heading back out of the bathroom and into the main stateroom, cabin, whatever you want to call it. There's a little seating area here, but we've used it more for storage. Facing across from the TV. TV offers all kinds of channels, from the classic American channels like ESPN to more things that you find just on the ship, from morning information to notices later in the day, all that kind of stuff. There is a little desk area there, again cluttered. And one point I wanted to make: there aren't too many electrical outlets, as you can expect. On a ship here, trying to provide enough electricity for every room. There's only so many outlets they can allow, so we had 3 main ones right here. But a major key that you might want to remember is bringing something like this, which can have multiple USBs coming out of it. Currently we only have the one using to charge my GoPro it is right now. But you could also add cell phone chargers and all that kind of stuff into that charging dock. Definitely recommend something like that. Looking over here at the storage, plenty of storage areas in there. It's currently closed off though because it is kind of a mess. And then in the corner as well, a little bit more storage area. So definitely not a ton of space. As you can see down here, there is a little room. We haven't gotten into this. This is actually the first time I've ever opened these. But if you need more storage, there's that. And of course, a mini fridge for all your beverage and maybe leftover needs. Moving on, we've got these 2 beds. They come as I believe it's a queen size bed when they're both pushed together. And that's how it's made up the first day you arrive. And then if you want it split into twin beds, as Brian and I did here, you can ask them and they'll be happy to do that. Moving on outside, and this is pretty much the one reason that we wanted this room above all the others, just because it's so unique. So opening the curtains here, and one thing you may notice is that the curtains do slide on a single rail up there. So you do have 2 different curtains. You have this darker one that's going to close off all light from outside, and then you have this lighter one right here that just provides you with a little more privacy. But when they come together here, and this is maybe a little bit of something that Royal Caribbean could improve on, I believe they have in some of their ships that I haven't been on. When they come together, there's still a little gap between, and as you can see, it still illuminates the room pretty strongly. So one thing I would recommend if you're going to cruise on one of these Oasis class ships, definitely bring some kind of clothespin or one of those things to just hold them right together like that. Make sure there's a nice seal there, not allow any light in, because even at night there's a good amount of activity out there on the boardwalk, and so you're going to want to keep it quiet when you're trying to go to sleep. And one other thing here, kind of interesting, if I shut up for a second here, you're going to hear that there's not a ton of background noise. You see? But then if I raise this up, hopefully you can hear that there's a little more if my camera picked that up. So that's definitely a tip there. If you want it silent, you gotta keep it down. Otherwise, keep it up for when you want to open it, like so. Standard balcony out here. You just got your 2 chairs and a table. And then when it's the view that really makes it interesting. Down there, that's Gazzles and some of the lobby areas over there. In that big glass wall you can see up there. And all these balcony cabins. It is a little strange having people looking directly across from you. But generally you're not on this balcony at the same time as them, so you don't have to worry about that too much. And then of course to the back of the ship, Another tip that I have is try to get one of the balconies at the end here. You see probably these 4 or so going that way. They have a great view in at the Aqua Theater, and when there are shows and movies and that kind of stuff going on down there, it's almost your own little box seat up here, and it's kind of nice. Going across again, you do see how they jut out a little bit, but there are these nice dividers to give you a little more privacy on your own balcony. And yeah, just looking down again at the boardwalk below. Good area for people watching, seeing some of the activity without having to leave your own stateroom. And then of course up above, we have the sport court. If you're in those top row of balconies up there, you might hear them a little bit. Up on the basketball hoop on this near side, basketball court I should say, and the mini golf on the other side. But aside from that, if you get some of these middle tier balconies like we did here, you don't have to worry about the noise too much, either above or below, aside from of course those of the nearby stateroom. So that is really it for this tour. I think it was a pretty comprehensive review of this room. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We certainly enjoyed our cruise, and the Boardwalk balcony stateroom was certainly a great choice. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.